Hello and welcome back to Brighton City. Today we are continuing our career as a police officer in Brighton City. Unfortunately, I was a little bit foolish and I set my district shift to the maximum length, which I believe is 90 minutes. Although it might be more actually, I forget now because I basically only do open patrol now, but unfortunately I'm stuck in this shift. I have to wait for it to time out. So we are going to continue in this district. We're responding to a domestic assault currently. We have this gentleman here.
Would you please show me your ID?
There are green crumbs on their shirt.
Yes, officer.
Sounds like a substance that Frank Miller knows well. Let's see. So he's done aggravated assault. He has a history of assault.
Let me know what you saw.
And again, there are no voices currently for the domestic assault or vagrancy or vandalism, I believe. They are going to add that in later on. Now we'll talk to the woman here. First, we'll give her some bandages, paid for by the taxpayers of Brighton City.
Let me hear what you saw.
Now, this is the first domestic incident that I guess I really hoped that I could
I'd like to see your ID, please.
have a little more options when it comes to gameplay. Because it seemed like in the... You see there it says I smell alcohol. It seems like in the notes for the update it said stuff about how, oh, you'll have to use your discretion. Well, it says she smells like alcohol. He has green bits on his shirt. There's a possibility that this actually could be started by her. Maybe she pushed him and he pushed her back. I wish that there was a little more I could sort of dig into this situation. So I'm actually just looking to see, can I do anything else in this situation besides arrest the standing up guy and call an ambulance for the laying down guy, you know? But no, I don't think so. I think that unfortunately it's laying down person goes to hospital, standing up person goes to prison. But I actually think that there might be something more to this situation. Like, this guy's been very cooperative. Who knows? I think he just has he's fallen into a bad sort of place, and it would be an opportunity to, I don't know, show a little bit more discretion. Sorry. So he's got an ounce of marijuana. Frank Miller does not like that, but you know, Frank Miller would just take it, throw it on the ground, and rub it out with his foot. And say, you know what, we'll just pretend we didn't see that. Because I can tell this guy, he might have been caught in a position that he doesn't want to be in, but he might not actually be fully responsible. Potentially. We got another call, vagrancy. We're going to take it. Now, this is not just going to be domestic abuse and vagrancy. This is going to be a little bit of everything. Let's see, but I always like a good call out. So, because this is not really a rush, it's just a panhandling incident, we are going to abide by the rules as well as we can. Now, this is a one-way road, so we're going to mount the curb here. I'm driving the UTV, by the way. I wanted to introduce it earlier, but I really love the UTV. For the longest time, this was actually my favorite vehicle, and I used it 80% of the time. But recently, I'd say it's been ages since I've used the UTV, probably weeks. No, maybe, yeah, weeks. is probably right, actually. The last time I used it was in the last video you saw, where I was using the UTV, so...
This is Patrol 4561.
This is Patrol 4561.
Yeah, I
Taking
use
care
it
of the
probably
accident.
less than 10% of the time now. But I really love the UTV. It seats 4, which
Please
is
show me your
great.
ID. Please show me
Because
your ID.
the police wagon, the prison van,
officer.
it seats 6, but it's super slow. And I'm pretty sure it's even missing some functions. She's got an expired ID. Carrying an unlicensed firearm in the past. But you know what, Frank Miller? Frank Miller has a heart. Do not ever, ever,
I'm not
ever
gonna give you a
say
ticket.
Frank
I'm not gonna
Miller
give you a
doesn't have
ticket.
a heart.
We're just gonna leave you
Never,
with a verbal
ever.
warning this time.
This
I appreciate
episode
your
is
kindness,
Frank
officer.
Miller showing his heart. Frank Miller is going to give verbal warnings for aggressive panhandling and expired ID. So don't ever say Frank Miller doesn't have a heart. You know, I rubbed out, well,
You
should
can
I
leave
use
now.
that term?
You can leave now. Have a
Snuffed
great
out
day.
that guy's
I'm available.
ounce of marijuana, you know, to just keep him from getting into more trouble. I don't want him to get that, you know. So it's like, chuck it out, and we'll pretend we didn't see it. Let this girl go off with a warning, you know. Just clear out of here, you know. Just get out of here. Get out of here. Next up, we're taking a minor accident. Do you know why we're taking a minor accident? Because minor accident, major accident, that is the bread and butter of Brighton City. I remember when I first got Police Simulator, I was a young cadet, and we only had a few DLC vehicles and nothing else really. And when I was grinding out levels on my district shifts, I'll just tell this bozo to get out of here. Get out of here.
Back off. Back off.
Get out of here. Don't block my way here. I love that backup command. It's my favorite. I'll get these traffic cones out. But yeah, when I first started playing, you know, that's how you grind out your district levels, is your district badges, is accidents, minor and major. So we're going back to our roots, you know. Never forget who you are, right? Frank Miller, never forget who you are. You know.
This is Patrol
So
4561.
yeah, we're gonna do it for old time's sakes. I don't shy away from them. They're actually one of my favorites. Easily one of my favorite things to do in this game is honestly just accidents. Might surprise you. I've always got the stuff in my trunk for accidents. This is a beauty here, a double car crash. Lovely. Oh yeah, look at those yellow markings, those yellow evidence markers. That's tasty. Oh yeah, get them all in frame. Oh, feels good. Frank Miller loves it. Oh yeah, Frank Miller loves that. Well, I always do pictures first. I love it. Pictures first. Unless, of course, there's an injured person, but I believe injured people are only in major accidents. That's one of the only differences, I think. I'm not even sure if fires are only in major accidents. Because there will be plenty of times when you actually have more... when you have more vehicles in a minor accident than a major accident. Which is pretty cool. So this was the real beautiful crash here. Frank Miller loves paperwork. He loves it. He eats up paperwork. Overtime. Loves his overtime. Frank Miller loves it. Wow, I don't know. Am I able to actually... I could probably even get full progress on this accident with just pictures and cleaning up debris. That's pretty cool. If I
I need
tried.
to see your ID and proof of insurance, please.
Sure, officer. Here you go.
Now, I really hope they add vagrancy and domestic assault to the open patrol, because honestly, open patrol is my safe space. You know, I like the freedom to end a patrol anytime I want. Generally, that's what I do. I do about 1,000
Kindly cooperate as I
shift
collect
points,
a
and then
sample
I
to see
end the
if you're
patrol.
drunk.
When I was, grinding out district badges, I would see how many shift points I could get in a shift. I
I'll just need to take
believe
a
I could
sample to
get
determine
about
if you're under the influence
maximum
of any
between
illicit
5 and
substances.
6,000, just doing accident after accident after accident. You get that big
Can you
boost
describe-
when
can
you
you
give
describe
everybody
yourself?
their
I'm shocked,
accident
officer.
report,
I
a
have
completed
no idea
report.
what happened.
You can get,
Please show me your
oh,
license.
sometimes
Please show me your
300,
license and vehicle
400
registration.
shift points
Yes,
just
officer.
from
There
giving
you go.
out the reports at the end. It's great, especially on the highway when you get all those vehicles. Oh yeah, delicious. Just oh, you'll be grinding out those
I'm just
district
taking a
badges.
sample
It's
to see if you've
beautiful.
been drinking and driving.
But now that I have maxed my district badges 30 out of 30,
I'll take a sample to
I
I'll take a
haven't
sample
touched
to check
district
if you've
shifts
taken drugs
because
before driving.
open patrol is just so much better. I think we're going to take that. Suspicious driver.
Heading to the last known location right away.
I like a bit of variety.
Please take your accident report.
Such a comprehensive report will be very useful. Thank you, officer.
What else to tell you? I do apologize. You might actually see me
I
make
have a vehicle
mistakes in
here
the
that needs
game
towing. I need a wrecker at my current
today.
location. Good to
I
go.
had a pretty busy day. My motorcycle broke down in real life. Motorcycle
Here's your
broke
accident
down
report.
when I was riding it
Such an extensive
yesterday morning, and well,
I have a
yeah.
vehicle here that needs towing.
And today I've just been sorting it out because, I mean, it's not going to be a cheap fix. The thing is cursed. Oh, can't forget my pylons. There you go. My head is like messed up now. My thinking is all weird. Get those pylons, Frank Miller. That's Department of Brighton Police Service property. You don't want to lose that money. Alright, let's get this suspicious driver. Oh, don't run onto the road now. I usually like to do lights and sirens leading up to the driver's last known location, but then I turn the sirens off, just so that they don't hear me coming. I like to sneak up on my prey before I pounce. This looks like them. 5ZL. Since we're at a red light, let's just get a little bit of background on them here. Let's see. So, he has no driver's license. When I was playing, I did not notice that. So, I don't get him for that. Honestly, it just another example that my thinking is not really very good today. So I guess I let him get away with that, but obviously I still arrest him. This is not really good what I do here, but I'm thinking maybe I just feel like blocking him in from the front. But honestly, it's a lot safer to park behind so that when you're sat in your cruiser, you're looking forward. They can't sneak up on you. That, honestly, I do regret parking in the front there because it just doesn't feel right. So here I'm just trying to figure out where the new, where everything is now, because they did change
Is that illegal?
the action wheel a little bit.
Please
So
exit
you
the
gotta
vehicle
get
and
used
step
to
to
it.
the
This
sidewalk.
guy's obviously super drunk. Maybe not super drunk, but he's definitely reacting to the liquor a little bit badly. You know, like, he's swaying like,
I'd like to
seriously,
see your driver's license and car insurance, please.
a bull rush
Yes,
in the
officer.
wind,
There
like
you go.
heavy wind. He's really going back and forth here. I think he's gonna fall over. So just looking, he really doesn't have any violent crimes, dilated pupils.
All right. Let me just check to see if you're
I
under
know
the
he's
influence of
drunk,
alcohol.
that's for sure. I can smell it on his breath. 0.167. It's not much.
I'll take a
I
sample
thought
to
he would
check if
probably
you've
be
taken
about
drugs before driving.
0.20. Drugs, nothing. That's good. Honestly, when I did the drug test, I immediately forgot if he was under the influence, but Here, I'm just trying to figure out where the heck is the DUI, because it's DUI test. So you have to go into DUI test
You've committed a DUI.
to charge them
No,
for
officer. Please,
DUI.
officer.
But yeah, I was like, did I test him for drugs? But now I can't test him, you see. So I was kicking myself for that, because I was thinking about retesting him for drugs for my own convenience. Here I'm like, maybe I can find it, but no, I can't. Anyway, though, we gotta move on, you know. We can't dwell in the past. Officer Frank Miller, yeah, he makes the odd little error in judgment, but he tries to do the right thing. So this guy's pockets are full of junk. Let's see here. This is the bus stop, by the way. The bus stop is blocking my view here. So it's not a broken game. It's the bus stop is blocking my view. So this guy's pockets are full of trash and garbage. His phone, not his phone, his car is full of trash and garbage. So this guy's really a messy guy. Yeah, just bunch of stuff, you know, stuff. And his car's pretty dirty. I think it needs a cleaning.
Hey there, officer.
Hello, citizen. Hello, citizen. Alright, let's get this guy to prison. Let's get him to prison. You know, I might have actually been, you know, reasonable with him about his vehicle, but he parked it in a bus lane. In like a bus stop.
This is Patrol 4561.
I gotta tow it. You know, I could request vehicle removal. You know, pull it forward or something, but I mean, what kind of person does that? This is the last thing we're gonna do today is this, you know, this guy stealing a car. So, this is kind of an annoying thing is when they're stealing a car, but you pull your car really close to them, when they get in, they are, they don't flee, you know.
This is Patrol 4561.
And then, so you jump out, you get your pull over sign, you tell them to pull over, and they're like, okay, I'll pull over. So then you gotta wait for them to pull over. Remember, they stole the car. And now we got a dummy here. Get out of the way. Honestly, the drivers in Brighton City are so bad. So they pull over. Honestly, I find it weird that so far everyone I've told to pull over in this way, they do.
I can look for that.
But I'm not just gonna wait there for them to speed off so that I can get into a traffic accident with them. I want them to pull over.
The reason I pulled you over is because the police computer indicates that this vehicle is stolen.
Not again.
Not again. Not again that I was caught stealing a vehicle. Not again that you caught me. But obviously she's gonna run away. Stop. Stop it. Stop right there. Stop right there. I will open fire. And what is she gonna do? Stop it.
Stop immediately!
Right in the face. Look at her, you know, like zapping out. You know, the electricity is making her vibrate. That was a headshot with the taser. Beauty.
You are under arrest for resisting law enforcement orders. Please move to the sidewalk.
Please, officer.
Headshot.
Show me your ID and proof of
That was
insurance if
great.
available.
Honestly, she turned
Here you go,
right
officer.
into it, you know.
We need a unit at the scene right now. Sending someone else.
I can just see it. The eyes widen in absolute terror. What would you say? You know, terrified. The eyes widen up, like what? And then Frank Miller just goes.
I need to do a search on you to see if you're carrying anything illegal.
Let's see. She won't have anything. I know what she'll have. She'll have a hand drill, a manual drill. You'll always find that on a car thief. So we're just gonna do car theft. We did car theft and fleeing.
You have attempted to take a vehicle without consent, and I am arresting you for that.
Please don't do that.
Help in clearing street debris. Is there an
And
officer
now we're
available?
gonna do the walk of
Please
shame.
cooperate. I'm taking you to the police station.
There's something relaxing about the walk of shame for me, you know. I love seeing the flashing lights in the distance, you know. We're walking slowly back. She has plenty of time to think about what she did. Not gonna do that again, are ya? Now, thankfully, the vehicle was totally undamaged. We will return that to the owner. I always feel bad for them. Innocent people's property has been, you know, affected by someone's
watch out for your head.
crime. Get in there. So we are going to get, one of my fellow officers is going to
I have a vehicle here for
help
towing. Can you send a tow truck to
get
my
this
current
vehicle
location?
back to its original owner.
First available unit will be dispatched to your location.
At the City of Brighton's expense. We will take care of it. Anyway, thank you guys very much for watching. Next episode, we are going to be back in my safe space, the open patrol. Thank goodness. Remind me never to do this again. Go to district patrols. It sucks for a guy like me because I gotta, you know, wait for the timer.